Hi y'all, Renee here. I am here today with the Twisted Sisters blog hop. This is where I get together with some of my close to my heart sisters and we show you twisted ways to use our products. So in other words, ways to use our products in ways maybe you didn't think of. And if I say ways one more time, we're going to have to turn it into some kind of eating or drinking game, I'm sure. But anyway, this is the May stamp of the month called Flowers for You. It is an absolutely gorgeous stamp set. A couple things about the stamp set before I even get started is this one right here. If you have our original circle shaker die, that die will cut this circle perfectly for you. So I saw that online just this morning and thought that is spectacular. But I love this stamp set. It's got so much going on for it, all kinds of sentiments, and the flowers are beautiful and just, yeah, it's just wonderful. So my project today uses the stamp set, and how you get the stamp set is available only during the month of May 2021, and the regular price on the stamp set is $18.95. However, if you spend $50 on my online website, you can get this stamp set for $5. $5. And this thing is huge. I mean, look, there's my hand, and you all know if you've been watching me, I've got big hands. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did. So I took this stamp here along the bottom that's meant to be a border. You can use it on the bottom of scrapbook pages. You can use it on a card. There's so many ways you can use it. Well, what I decided to use it on was cupcake wrappers, because we're coming into picnic season, and it's always fun to have some little cupcakes for the picnic. So I thought I'll do cupcake wrappers. So the wrappers, I cut 5 different kinds so you could see all the different ones. They all come from the close to my heart Cricut cartridge called Artiste. And if you want that, you can buy it through my Cricut store. That's down in the link below. And if you have any trouble, just let me know. But I'll go ahead and show you what I've done. So here's the first cupcake wrapper, and all I did was stamp this along the bottom, just up as high as I thought it would look nice. And so for the first one, I just wanted to show you, and what I used is just the regular exclusive water-based black ink. So that's what I used on this one. So there is that. Really pretty. Then the next one I did also on white, and I did a little bit more of a simple cupcake wrapper cut. There are so many cuts, I don't even know how many. And for this one, what I did was I did a little bit of coloring. It did not take me long at all with our watercolor pencils. So our watercolor pencils are awesome because not only can you watercolor with them, either by putting it right on your paper and then using water, or putting it on a scrap piece of paper and then picking it up like you would regular watercolors. You can also just use them as regular colored pencils. You don't have to use them with water. So I just keep mine in this little ball jar, but I'll just show you kind of a close look of how it looks when you watercolor with no water. So there's no water used on this at all. So it turned out really cute. Then I thought I would try doing some heat embossing. So the first one I did was on black with white powder, and as you know, that's very difficult to do, so I do have some scatter. But you know what? These are cupcake wrappers. They don't have to be perfect. So these are embossed, and I'm not sure if the camera will pick up. They're kind of shiny where the embossing is. You can see some of that scatter I've got on them. And I did use my powder tool, but white on black is always difficult, and then black on anything is difficult. So if you want to do, this is an extra little something something. If you want to do black embossing on something, what I recommend you do is you use our intense black solvent-based ink. It stays wet long enough for you to put your embossing powder on it. Stamp with this, and then use the clear embossing. And what it'll do is it will look like it's black embossing, and you'll do it without having any trouble with little black specks everywhere, because you see how I have these little white specks in places? that's what would happen with black embossing powder as well. Now I do have my old White Daisy stamp pad that is a pigment ink. Anytime you have a pigment ink, they're gonna take longer to dry. So we've got the Intense Black, you can use that. And then, let's see, that's the same thing. Let's see if I have, this is a really old White Daisy. We have a new packaging now. But anything that says pigment-based ink, I'll show you what that says. Anything that says pigment-based ink, that means it stays wet longer and you can put embossing powder on it. So that's what I used on this one, was white embossing powder. Then the next one that I did was I used this Ranger Silver Tencel embossing powder. And this paper is grape, that's the color. And this one turned out so pretty. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it's very sparkly. I'm trying to hit it with the light so you can see. But that's how that one turned out. There we go. You got a little bit of the sparkle. That's how that one turned out. And you can resize these cupcake wrappers to whatever size you need. Just measure around your cupcake wrapper that you use, whatever cupcake you use, and then you cut it that size. It does, when it cuts, it does come with a couple of, let me see if I can show you that, a couple of places where you can put your little tab through to make it bigger or smaller. Then the last one I did was actually, I think, my favorite one. So for this one, I cut it in white paper, and then I did a clear embossing with Ranger Clear. And then I did an ink resist with Distress Oxide Picked Raspberry. So what I did, and let me open, I'm going to open this so you can see it flat. So this is what they look like when they are all cut out. And I stamped it on. I curved my stamp a little bit on my ink, on my pad. That's the great thing about these photopolymer stamps. They're very, you can stretch them around. So once I heat embossed it, waited for it to dry, or cool off really, because it's plastic and it'll kind of smear if it's not all the way dry. Then I took my Distress Oxide ink and I just rubbed it all over the paper to make the paper this kind of a pink, but yet it's sort of a bit like a little ombre. Then I took my distress sprayer. You can just use water with your fingers and just flicked water on it. And you can see that the water pulled up some of the ink. There we go. You can see that the water pulled up some of the ink and created this really neat effect. So those are you can put it, and it's really easy to put these together. Just put the little hooky thing in there, and there you go. And then you've got your cupcake wrapper to flip your cupcake into. And I'll have some pictures for you. I went and picked up some cupcakes at the store. I know, the things I do for you all. Anyway, I went and picked up some cupcakes. So I'll have some pictures for you here at the end, a little slideshow showing you how these look with the cupcakes. And if you have any questions about any of the products that I've shown you today, you can get all these products on my website except for this distress sprayer. I did pick this up either at Joann or Hobby Lobby. Anywhere that you find Tim Holtz products, you'll find this. And I love the sprayer because if you squeeze it just a little bit, you get big drops. If you squeeze it fast and a lot, you get like a mist. So it's a really handy little sprayer. I think it was like $4. It's not much at all, and it works really well. So that is everything that I have to show you today. If you'd like to see some close-up pictures of these little cupcake wrappers I created, just stay tuned and I will put a little slideshow here at the end. And the next person on the hop is Miranda Weber, and will have her link down below. I hope you'll go check out her project. And I hope you also go check out all the other projects. I have no idea how many are in the blog hop or the vlog hop. I think it's quite a few. Either way, I will have everybody's link down below, but do stop by Miranda next because she is the next on the hop. So I hope you have a great day. Have any questions, just leave those for me down below. If you've never been here before, I welcome you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do a lot of different things here. I do close to my heart. I do some other kinds of card making, scrapbooking. I also do some sewing. I do some unboxing videos. I also have some garden tours. So pretty much anything that's kind of crafty and home-based is what I like to do. So I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you're not already a subscriber, if you would hit that red subscribe button, it doesn't cost you anything, but it means the world to me. And if you would leave me a comment, that really makes my day, and I respond to every single comment I receive. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.